Some Muslims are threatening me. They are threatening me because of the video I did that in Igbo land, there is nothing like Igbo Muslims. And in that video I said, people who are doing this, they have been paid. That is why you see them online parading themselves as Igbo Muslims. I also said that Igbos are traditionalists, Christians and non-believers, but then nothing like Igbo Muslims. Listen, the early Christian missionaries, they came to Igbo land. They based their conversion through logical conversation and justice system. They showed you their God through love, through building of schools, through building of hospitals, and re-engineering social system. Listen, nothing like our forefathers did not experience Islam. Whoever that is parading himself online as Igbo Muslims, nothing like that. It has never been. It is not. It will not be. You can be whatever you want in Igbo land. It is your business. But that does not make Igbo land an Islamic enclave. Islam is a religion from Saudi Arabia. You can go anywhere and practice. You can practice it in Igbo land. No one is chasing you away. But trying to connote that there is something like Igbo Muslims, you are making a very big mistake. Take it from me.
An Igbo man is not trusted to become a Nigerian president. An Igbo man is not trusted to become a vice president in Nigeria. An Igbo man is not trusted to become any good position in Nigerian Navy, Army, Chief of Army Staff, anything, any good position in Nigeria. But Igbo people are good to become Islam. Some of you are insane. Some of you know the thing very well. I dropped a video last time. Somebody was telling me that Islam has been in Igbo land more than 2,000 years ago. That Islam is in Igbo land before it in the somebody Sukura or was Sukura Adam something that brought Islam to Igbo land. Then I asked this guy one question. In what century? Which year? The answer is no. You have to come and tell me a stupid history that has never existed. You can never be telling me that after your so-called James Hamoto so convict Mazen Nnamdi Kanu without any written law and sentenced him to life imprisonment, and if you take it to Sokoto prison, after that you are bringing Islam to Igbo people, and you think that Igbo people are foolish, right? Any Igbo man who still said that Islam is a peaceful religion or is a good religion that befits Igbo people, may Chukwu Okike Abiamo never allow you to see tomorrow. I am not threatening you, and I not be say I hate Islam people. I don't hate Islam people, I don't hate Muslims. But the fact that you can convict Mazen Nnamdi Kanu without any written law and sentence him to life imprisonment, after that you now come with Islam and you think you want to enslave Igbo people in this century we have, it can never happen. I thought to many of you people that thought you go to school, you have sense. Now I realize that many of you don't have sense at all. Guys, share this video. It's absolutely wrong that some of you who claim to be educated, mostly Igbo people, doesn't know what we are talking about. Imagine, did you know in Islam as well, terrorizing people, slaughtering people is allowed? In the people who go to Islamic school, they will testify for what I'm about to say, which is, what they teach them there is to hate Christian, to hate their neighbor who is not a Muslim. Never to be friends with them, never to eat with them, never to do anything with them is very bad in our society. Remember, we are in the 21st century, when manufacture and science is what power is looking for, and looking what beyond what we understand, when we are fighting for religions and nonsense.
There are one Nigeria, one Nigeria. We are one Nigeria, we are one Nigeria. But they have been playing you over the years, over the decades in Nigeria as an Igbo person. Fools. I said that we have Igbo elites. All the elites of Igbo, they are all cowards. That's the main reason why Igbos Eastern region governors colluded together, all of them collided, they connived to proscribe IPOB with the help of Nigerian government to proscribe IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. As an original Igbo man, you must make sure that you pass this history to your generations to come. Let them understand that Devumai, Guru, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State, William Obiano, Ikpeazu of Abia State, and the other idiot in Imo State, they connived to proscribe IPOB. The only hope we have in Nigeria is Biafra. Now, when I don't start this rhetoric of Muslim, Igbo Muslim, that one is even dead on arrival because it cannot strive. That agenda is dead on arrival because it can never work. If you want to practice that nonsense, because I call that religion of hate, that's what you want to bring down to the east. If you want to practice it, go to the west, to the Yoruba land, or go to the north and practice it because you cannot do it in the east. That particular religion is alien to us. We don't know about it. That's how they breed bandits and terrorists. They will come and we just want to practice waiting. Come and practice it in Igbo land now. Ndoshi, fools. The only hope for Igbo man in Nigeria is Biafra. That's the only hope you have as Igbo man. If you are waiting for P2B to become the president of Nigeria, P2B will not, because that's the sad reality. He cannot become the president of Nigeria. They will not allow him to become. P2B won the last election, 2023. Then what happened? They rigged the election, removed P2B, made him number 3. Then Tinubu became the president. You think they don't know what? You think the caliphate are stupid? You think the caliphate don't know what they are doing? They know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. As an Igbo man, you don't have any hope in Nigeria. The only hope you have is Igbo. Is Biafra. That's the only hope you have. They thought maybe when they have imprisoned Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, they have imprisoned. If you imprison him Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, you didn't imprison Biafra. More than 10 times of Nnamdi Kanu will sprout out. The wisdom of Nnamdi Kanu, his ideology, everything is still in us. It's still in us. Original Biafrans, original Igbo person will understand this. No, now get out, I beg.
You see this issue of Igbo Muslim, just like I've been talking in my previous videos. I need to tell you people something, especially the Igbos, and of course, anyone who cares to listen. You see, I will say this in my language and then also translate it or say it so that everybody will hear. Ekelo nwanyị ewere ego tụkwasịrị gị ya. Ọ wụrụ ịchọrọ nwanyị gbawa. Maka nwanyị ịchọrọ ịlụ nwere nsogbu. Mana ọ wụrụ na ịchọrọ ego, gị ga-anara n'ego kpọrọ nwanyị maka ego narị ya. If you want to marry and they give you incentive on top of the head of the woman where you want marry, you know, say the woman get problem. If you want money, marry her. But if you want marriage, run, because that woman get problem. And this is exactly what is happening in this issue of Igbo Muslim. For the fact that they are presenting a religion to you with incentive tells you that that religion has a problem. Any religion where they give you plus incentive, you get problem. But like I say, if no money where you want, collect money now, follow them, collect money. But if not truly religion you want, I beg, wrong. The reason why they put money on top now because that particular religion comes with problem. So one thing we must understand is that Muslims have been existing, especially those ones that came for business. They have their mosque in Igbo land. But this period that they are talking about, Igbo Muslim, they are not trying to introduce Igbos to Muslim, because we have mosques here and there. What they are trying to introduce to the Igbos is radical Islam. And this they will not achieve with the Igbos, because they know it's quite difficult. They have tried every way and it doesn't work. And no Igbo man will accept to be radicalized. And so what they are likely to do is that they will bring those Hausa Fulani people who have been living in Igbo land, who don't have the same culture with the Igbo people, belief system, they don't have that, and then radicalize them. When they radicalize them, they will term them Igbos. Because it's difficult to radicalize an Igbo person. They value life. So they are going to radicalize the Fulani Hausa people that have been living in Igbo land, who understands Igbo, who speaks it, who speak Igbo fluently, and then they will try to radicalize them. So you're thinking that this new wave of Igbo is about introducing Islam to the Igbos? No, because it's not a new thing. What they are trying to introduce to the Igbos is radical Islam. And of course, that will not work with the real Igbo people. They are going to use those their people who live in Igbo land to carry out whatever. They are going to radicalize them. And so that's why I said in my previous video, if you're dealing with anybody, in the name of Islam, ask yourself, who be this person, Papa? May you not go relax, say now your Igbo brother, because they can speak Igbo. But ask, every Igbo person belongs to a clan. Where is the clan that this person belongs to? Before that person begins to parade himself, I'm an Igbo person, I'm an Igbo person. Which clan? Who be your grandfather? Who be your great-great-grandfather? Because something that is not new in Igbo land, and yet people are making it to look as if it is new. Something is fishy. What they are introducing, all this noise of Igbo Muslim, they are introducing radical Islam. They are about to introduce radical Islam to the southeast. And that is what we have to watch out for. And let me tell you, they will not use, like I said before, they are not going to use Igbo people. They are not going to use Igbo people to do that. They will use their own people who were born and bred in Igbo land, or those who understand Igbo land, and their language. They understand it very well. So when they talk, you will not even know that they are not Igbo. Those are the people that are going to radicalize in order to dent the image of the Southeast. Remember, they tried Ruga. They tried every form of, different ways to bring in their people. It didn't work out. And that can only happen when they try to radicalize a few of them, so that they will now welcome these extremists. So, onye ọbụla sanya, iwura an Igbo person sanya. Like I say, atụkwasịrị gị ego n'elu religion. Ị chọrọ ego ga were ego ahụ. But ọ bụrụ religion ka ị chọrọ, mara na religion ahụ nwere nsogbu. Ọgwụkwala ka ọ dị n'ọnụ.
Living in the Islamic dominated area, I can use this word, for a long period of time of about 30 years, give me experience to study these people. And this is the final outcome I find out. These are the major problems of Islamic to humanity. These are the major problem of Islam to humanity. Wato wannan shine akasarin matsaloli wanda Islama yake bawa al'umman duniya. Wannan shine kawai matsalolinsu. Number one is human right problem. Akwai matsalar 'yancin dan adam. The human right problem, immediately when somebody become an apostate, is vulnerable to die. The judgment upon him is that they should kill him. Human being didn't have freedom in Islam. So when you denied your faith in Islam, you are vulnerable to die. Still, for reference, I will still use Quran chapter 9 verse 5. That's the reference I'm going to use. When you are an apostate, automatically you are to die. And number 2 is violence and extremism. Number 2 is violence and extremism. In most Islamic environments or societies, or where in the places or in the countries or in states, especially in Nigeria, where it is highly Islamic dominated area, there is violence and extremism. The sense that Islam is a religion of peace because it's derived from the word salam. Salam means peace. So, if Islam is a religion of peace, I found that every time, any moment you see Muslims are rendering violence to non-Muslims and to moderate Muslims. Wannan shi ne daga cikin matsalolin da muke da shi, wato akwai ta'addanci da kuma son tsauyin ra'ayi tattare da musulmai a duniya. So this is one of the seconds of the Islamic problems, the major problems of Islam to humanity that I just find out in my little years I spent with the Muslims. So a Muslim will live in peace in you only if you are going to be subject to him. If you are not going to be subject to him, automatically you are in soup when you are living in their dominated areas. So that's why in Quran chapter 9 verse 5 it says, kill the mushrikun, whatever you find them, until they submit to you and they agree to pay jizya. So this is the seconds of the Islamic problem to humanity that I'm going to mention. Number 3 is treatment of women and minority. Women are treated like second class. It's like they are second class human being. And if you are minority in an Islamic dominated area, you are always going to be treated as second class. They will not give you political appointment. They will not give you political opportunity. They will not give you anything. Well, because you are minority. Many states in the northern part of Nigeria, such as Bauchi have large numbers of Christians, but they cannot be able to give them opportunity to become even a deputy governor. Many other places in the north, likewise, some states, you go in the far north, if there is at least 50% of Muslim, they will dominate every place and cause it to be their own territory by force. And number 4 is assimilation. One of the problems of Islam to humanity is assimilation. When you give opportunity to a single Muslim, before you know, you invite his brother or one of his very close relative or his friend. When they become 2, after some time, they become 3. After some time, they become 4. After some time, before you know, they dominate that particular area. Before you know, they will begin to preach Islam to some people among you. And immediately when they preach to them and they become Muslim, they will inspire people to become like them. At the end of it, they will start terrorizing you indirectly. Before you know, your brother will cut relationship with you. Before you know, your brother will stop relating with you. Zaka ga dan uwanka ne amma daga zaran ya shiga sallah shikenan. Ya rabu da kai kenan, zai dauke kaman kai ba dan uwansa ba kuma. Duk wani abin da zai yi ba zai da kai ba, zai da wancan yan uwansa da suke sallah ne. That's one of the major problem we have with the Islam in the world. They always say certain thing and act another way. If they say this thing is this, when they are acting, they will act another way. That's one, four main fundamental basic problems of Islam to humanity.
Good day to our viewers all over the world and welcome back to Local Jado. We've listened to what the Igbos are saying, and they are saying that they don't want anything like Islam in their land. I don't know why this thing is very difficult for people to understand. This is not difficult for people to comprehend. It's not by force. Nothing is by force. If they say they don't want it. And there is no way an Igbo man will go to another person's land to go and enforce an alien religion upon them. And this is what they are saying. Please respect people's decision, and people should always try to understand boundaries. It is not a must that Igbos must become Muslims. There are other people that are Muslims and they are not complaining. Since the Igbos say they don't want to become Muslims, it is within their right to reject it, and nobody can do them anything. This whole thing needs to stop, and this whole gaslighting and this propaganda of Igbo Muslim, it has to stop because it's not making any sense again. This is my opinion on this. Can you drop what you think about this in the comment section? And if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.